Just give it a second to load.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a bit to load. Alright. Okay, just give me a second to send you the link and we'll get started.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright, just sent it.
Alright.
Okay. Welcome back to some more Sly 2 Band of Thieves, folks. We are getting closer to the end of the game. But before we get started with this chapter, I should let you guys know that there's actually a bit of a typo in this game. Technically, this next chapter is called Menace from the North A, but the title before the selection is actually Menace in the North A. I guess that was an error on Sucker Punch's part. Oh well. This is, unfortunately, my least favorite chapter in the entire game.
Oh, I see. Oh, really?
I'll get into it when we get started.
Things just weren't right up in Canada. Random acts of violence were popping up like weeds, and the Northern Lights, well, they just weren't right. One night they'd be brighter than ever, and the next, gone. In Nunavut Bay, I overheard talk between Jean Besson and his mysterious partner Arpeggio. Somehow, those two are behind it all. Tracking the source of the disturbance was easy. By simply following the lights, we were led north to an immense lumber camp. The sheer number of fallen trees advertised Jean Besson's presence and that he was in possession of the clockwork talons.
Ooh.
The Thievius Raccoonus makes numerous references to the talons slicing through plates of steel. A skilled lumberjack like Besson could clear a forest in hours while wielding the artifacts.
I do have to admit, though, the clockwork parts in this chapter are pretty intimidating.
Those talons have got to go. Both to finally do away with clockwork and to save the environment from his twisted sense of progress. The world just doesn't need to make space for another strip mall.
But don't get me wrong, I do love the presence of this chapter because Sly is not only trying to get the clockwork parts for himself, but he thinks that having the clockwork talons is a gigantic detriment to the environment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's confirmed, Sly Cooper is a tree hugger. Okay, now before we get started, we're going to go ahead and get some new gadgets. Now, I did do quite a bit of grinding off screen. I got 5,000 coins, so we're going to go ahead and pick up what we can. Oh wow, we can actually get all three. Okay. You know, business as usual.
Okay, so here's what we know. One, Arpeggio's
Time for some thieving.
to pick up a battery from Jean Bisson. And two, the only way we'll get a crack at Arpeggio's clockwork brain is by finding a way to sneak aboard his blimp.
But before we do that, we'll need to snag the clockwork talons off Jean Besson. Time is short, and we've got a lot to accomplish.
True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any of my maps. I need you to poke around and take some recon photos. They'll help to get my sensors oriented.
No problem. Recon photos, I got covered.
In anticipation of the icy climate, I took the liberty of modifying your cave. It can now separate into two smaller caves, useful for ice climbing. Try ascending to the top of that sheet of ice.
You touched my cane?
Hit the circle button to dig in.
How dare you touch my cane without my permission? I didn't say you could do that, Bentley. Nah, I don't mind. Anyways, so, why on earth do I not like this chapter? It's actually for a number of reasons. For starters... Oh, gosh. Run away. But before we get started, I think I'm just going to try and get a simple trophy here. There's a trophy that you can get in this chapter for destroying 5 outhouses. It's pretty simple. But, as I was saying, I have quite a few reasons why I don't like this chapter. One, the color palette.
I see.
So I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I am not a fan of levels that look monochromatic. And if you guys don't know what that word means, mono means one, and chromatic means color. So monochromatic meaning one color.
Right.
Basically, everywhere I look, it's nothing but white and light blue. Like, I'm just not a fan of, like, using only one or maybe even two colors at minimum to express an environment. To me, it just looks boring. I don't know, what do you think?
To be honest though, like, yeah, I can understand honestly, but I think it does. I think it does kind of fit the vibe of the episode, where like the Northern Lights are being sucked away by the battery John Bisson has, but it also kind of reflects real life too, where at times where depending on the weather, it does in snowy areas, it does seem to be like this type of hue, but yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't like it.
Well, I mean, I do have to admit that from a story standpoint, it makes perfect sense why it's monochromatic. For starters, we're really high north, like we're almost close to the Arctic Circle.
Yep.
And the Arctic Circle is pretty snowy and pretty icy.
Yeah.
Also, back there, I did get the trophy for destroying 5 outhouses. It's actually a pretty simple trophy. Anyways, business as usual. We're gonna start by breaking all the clue bottles and looting some fine art. Okay. Also, the missions in this chapter aren't doing this chapter any favors, because I personally find the missions in this chapter to be a bit boring.
Which is your least favorite?
I'm not a fan of the Bentley mission that we do as soon as the operation gets started.
Ah, I see.
That's pretty repetitive, and at this point I am getting tired of the hacking minigames.
Hacking the boats, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that one either.
Also, the laser mission, again, repetitive.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh. Okay. Oh no!
Leave me be. Oh jeez, that guy's getting beat up by a bear. Wouldn't want to be that guy. Oh gosh. Okay, there's a lot more guards over there, so I think I'm just gonna wait for that to settle down. Hey, yo, bro, what are you doing? I hear another clue bottle. Topaz! Alright. Now, here, I'm gonna show you something that most players actually don't know. So, you remember how Bentley said that in this chapter we can use arcane to climb up walls?
Yep.
Now, most players won't actually notice this at first, but there's actually a wall right next to Jean Besson's house that you can just latch onto right here. The reason why you wouldn't notice it at first is because it blends in so well with the wall. So you can actually just climb up to his house from here.
Oh, wow.
Did you know about that?
No, I didn't actually. That's a first.
Man, you're actually learning quite a few things about this game.
Yeah, because like I never really like tried to do that. That's really cool. That's really cool though.
So, I actually didn't look that up at all. I just found that out by myself. Like
Oh.
I noticed I remembered that Bentley wanted me to use the hooks to climb walls. I'm like, wait, what if I try here? And then I'm like, wait, there's a wall here? That's cool, I didn't know that. The Man, welcome to the stream, how you doing? So, I don't know if I'm gonna stream the finale tonight. I'll probably save it for tomorrow, because it's probably important to isolate the finale from the rest of the playthrough. And I know that I've been giving you guys 1, maybe 2 streams a day, but that's simply because I'm impatient and I really want to play this game. But I think it only appropriate that I save the finale for a day of its own. Now that we have the reduction bomb, though, we should be able to go back to Chapter 4 and get a trophy for Bentley.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because there is a trophy that we need the snooze bomb, the reduction bomb, and the health extractor. And we need to use it all in the... No! Oh, stupid Hawk. I had a piece of fine art with me. I gotta go get it again. Man, I was almost at the hideout.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta go all the way back. Oh my gosh. Just give me a second, folks. I'm taking care of something real quick. Man, don't you just hate robocallers?
Yeah.
They are the worst. Trying to sell you stuff you don't actually need. Anywho, I believe there's a clue bottle down here. Oh, actually there's 2. Well, first let's take care of this guy. So I actually learned something rather interesting about that trophy in Chapter 5 pertaining to the Rage Bomb. Did you know that you can actually mess up the trophy? Like, if you use the Rage Bomb on that group of 5 enemies, but then you use the Stealth Attack Slam move, you actually won't get the trophy, because what counts as being alerted is when the icon glows red, and that actually happens when you're using the Stealth Attack.
Oh, I see.
So, if you want to get that trophy, I would recommend that you use the Voltage Attack move to take care of the last guy so you don't get detected.
Oh, I see.
I actually did not know that because I actually got the trophy no problem. But I was actually watching someone else's video today about that trophy, and he said the reason why that some people might be struggling with that is because if you use either the Silent Obliteration or the Stealth Attack Slam move on the last guy, it won't count because you'll technically be detected.
Right.
So if you guys are trying to get the Platinum to this game and you guys had a problem with that, there's your solution. Just do it the way I'm describing and you should get the trophy, no problem. Alright, we are at 11 clue bottles. Yeah, that's another thing I don't like about this chapter, is the Hawks can be really annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, and, like, just speaking about the Hawks, I am not looking forward to the mission with the Hawks. No, not one bit. Now, fair warning, folks. Even though I destroyed 5 outhouses, be careful going near them, because there can be some guards that hide inside of the outhouses. And if you're not careful, you can run right up to one, and they'll probably, like, break open and attack you. Anyways, I need to try and get this dish to the safe house. I only got 20 seconds. Hopefully I don't get attacked by a hawk this time. I will be very upset if that happens again. Oh, but it looks like we're in the clear. Good. Now, what is that last power-up that we got? Thief Reflexes. What is this the new one we got? I think it might have been. So I believe slow time to a crawl. So this is the exact opposite of the power-up from that cheat code I showed you guys yesterday. It slows everything down. But I'm going to be totally honest, I don't really ever see myself using this.
Me either, to be honest.
It's kind of unnecessary. So, Draco, you're currently playing Sly 2 as well, right?
Yeah.
Which chapter are you on now?
On chapter 6.
Nice. So, you were missed in yesterday's stream, but I will let you know that chapter 6 was actually one of my more favorite chapters of this game.
Oh, it's great. I love that chapter too.
I love the idea of a train robbery.
Me too, yeah.
And I hope that you'll be available for the finale of this playthrough.
Oh yeah, I definitely will.
Because it just wouldn't feel right not having you here because you love this game so much.
I'll definitely be a part of the finale.
Alright, there's another clue bottle over here. We're only at 13. Okay. Take care of this guy. So, how do you climb the walls? So, you guys notice that Sly's cane has now been split into 2 smaller canes. How you wall climb in this game is you jump and press the circle button against an icy wall. What's strange enough, though, is that this is the only time in the game we get to use this mechanic.
Yep.
Like, after this, this mechanic is no longer used. I'm very curious why the last episode is your least, so I can't... No, it's this chapter that's my least favorite. The last one was actually one of my more favorite ones. So, you might have missed this, man, but I actually told why this is one of my least favorite chapters of the game, because aesthetically speaking, to me, it looks boring. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that, oh, I probably shouldn't do that. Probably just keep walking on barefoot. I don't like how this chapter looks. And it's simply because when I was in art class in high school, I learned of a term called monochromatic. And what that means, mono meaning one and chromatic meaning color. So, to me, this whole level just looks like one color, and it looks really boring. Like, when I appreciate a very good level design, but it really sours it when there's literally next to no other colors available in a level's color palette. Like, to me, I see a bunch of whites and light blues. It's very unappealing to look at. Personally. But I'm also not a fan of the missions in this chapter. And, I was telling you earlier, Draco, that another mission I'm not looking forward to is the one where we play... Well, it's the one that involves both Sly and Murray.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil it, but Draco knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
To me, like, the gameplay mechanic that they introduce in that part of the chapter is just not fun for me personally. But thank goodness they only do it once. Unlike the tank. Medium nugget. Alright, so I believe I've already acquired 2 pieces of fine art, so I need to go find the last one. I believe it's nearby. I mean, like, in terms of plot, this is one of the more important chapters because it sets up for the conclusion of the game. But if we're just looking at it all on its own, I don't really find this chapter all that engaging. Alright, I believe the last piece of fine art is around here somewhere. Well, no, not that one. Oh gosh. Where's the last one? Oh wait, I remember where it is. It's at Jean Basson's house. Leave me alone! No. Sheesh. How many smoke bombs do I gotta use to get rid of those guys? Bye-bye. Alright, yeah, the piece of fine art's right here. Alright. Hopefully this time I don't get hit by any hawks. Now, since we're getting closer to the end of the game, Draco, which chapter, in your opinion, is your least favorite in the entire game?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'll respect whatever decision you say.
Honestly, I'd have to say maybe it's probably this. I would have to say maybe this chapter, but at the same time, it's also kind of a tie between this and episode 5.
I can understand that.
Even, yeah, it's like
I'm still missing 14 clue bottles. So my least favorite chapters are 3, 5, and 7. The reason why I'm not really a big fan of chapter 3 is because that level has so much verticality. It kind of overstays its welcome. Like, there's so much climbing in that level. Chapter 5, I've already stated why I'm not a fan of Chapter 5. It's simply because of the repetitive nature of the missions. And I've already stated in this stream alone, twice actually, why I don't like this chapter. It just, to me, it looks boring, and the missions aren't all that fun, in my opinion. My favorite chapters would probably have to be 1, 2, 4, and 6. And then the final chapter, it's okay, I guess. Oh my gosh. Alright. I think there's a clue bottle up here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Now, normally you could get to Jean Basson's house by climbing this, but with that that ice wall I showed you guys earlier, it's a lot quicker that way. Is there... Oh, no, there is a clue bottle back here, I remember. But it's, like, all the way over here. Yes, I think there is. Where is it? Is it... Oh, no, I guess I have it all wrong. But there is one right here. Alright, so I believe we have all the pieces of fine art back at the safe house. Oh, gosh. So, let's just spend some time finding the remaining 10 clue bottles. Buzz off, Hawk. Alright, topaz. Gonna have lots of topaz to sell back at the safe house. Alright, 21 out of 30. Man. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the best at finding all the clue bottles in this chapter, even though I've done it several times. My favorite in the trilogy, long time no speak, you go. Hey, Umbra Bear, dude, I miss you. How have you been? We barely ever talk anymore, man. Okay, now seriously, where the heck are these last clue bottles? I think I cleared the lighthouse, so I don't have to go back there. Okay, I do remember where one clue bottle is. It's over here. I'm doing great, and yourself? I'm hanging in there. Life's a bit messy, but, we always roll with the punches, you know? Okay, there's actually 2 clue bottles over here. So there's one right here, and I think I can get this clue bottle over here if I climb up here. And thankfully I have the paraglider, so I can just do this. Alright, that's 7 left. Goodness. Yeah, I do apologize if the commentary comes across as a little boring from me today, folks. It's just that I... Ow! I just got hit by an icicle. As I was saying, I'm sorry if the commentary is going to come across as a little boring, folks. It's just that, personally, this isn't my favorite chapter in the game. I'm more so looking forward to the conclusion of the game. And I agree, I've seen you've been streaming this, but my timing to drop has been terrible. Well, don't blame yourself. My schedule has been rather sporadic. I've been really impatient when it comes to streaming this game, so sometimes I would stream once, maybe twice a day. Okay, seriously, where... Huh. I think there's some clue bottles... Yeah, there's one over here. Alright, there's that one. Gosh. You know, it's been a hot minute since I've actually completed this game, so I do apologize if I take a while to find the remaining clue bottles, and I did just realize that guy had a piece of loot in his pocket. Should have pickpocketed him. Oh well. It was probably just pennies.
Probably. Says the criminal calmly. He's broke.
Okay, 6 left. No worries, I'm just glad the Slight Trilogy modern consoles now. Yeah.
Me too.
Same
here.
I'm glad that I get to replay this, and, you know, for so many years, I've been wanting to bring these games to my channel, but unfortunately, I just couldn't bring myself to stream the HD collection, because I would need to get an Elgato for it, and I, unfortunately, well, I hate to be blunt, but I'm broke. Also, I heard that streaming through the PS3 is actually notoriously frustrating.
Yeah. Ugh.
And, I mean, honestly, how do you expect me to stream with a PS2? Like, the only way I could have possibly brought these games to streaming, like, without it being a headache, is either through PS Cloud, which I'm not gonna do because I do not like Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other option would be waiting for these games to come to PS Classic. And I'm glad that they finally did. Oh my gosh. Freaking flashlight guard. Alright. Gosh. I think this is the longest I've ever taken to find clue bottles. I am so sorry, folks. But I promise you, as soon as I get all the clue bottles, I will do my best to get through the story as quick as I can.
No worries, no rush, you know. The bottles are quite well hidden in this level.
Well, it's either that or maybe my memory's a bit faulty. 'Cause it has been a hot minute since I've played the since I played this game. But now y'all need the Ratchet & Clank trilogy. Yeah, which, by the way, you did tell me that you moved over to Xbox. A, how are you finding that? Are you enjoying it? And B, I guess this means that you're done with PlayStation, right? In that case, did you sell your PS5 by any chance? Come on. Alright. I think I have an idea as to where some clue bottles are. They may be back here. Well, I mean, I know I already checked the lighthouse, but I may as well check again. I do not see them. gosh. Where am I missing 6 clue bottles? Yeah, suspending me 3 times was the last straw and I sold it to... Wait, they suspended you? For what? In all my years of being on PlayStation, they've never once suspended my account. 3 times. I mean, what could you have possibly done that would make them want to suspend your account? Bank chargeback. Oh, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, PlayStation doesn't like it when you ask for refunds or you tell them that there was like a faulty charge. Yeah, that's the worst. And honestly, that's the reason why I removed my bank card from my account, because I don't want people hacking me. And when so here's the thing, is that if unfortunately there have been lots of players over the years that have been victim of being hacked, and the unfortunate thing is that if your account gets hacked, you also leave your bank info vulnerable to the people who hack your console. And they could make faulty charges on your behalf even though you never bought them. But that is also why I check my bank account every single day. Not only did I do that, but I also removed my bank card from PlayStation. Now I solely rely on gift cards for money. It's just, you know, being smart and being precautious.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you know, like, how can I be missing 5 clue bottles? I've been scouring this map everywhere. No, but I'm really sorry to hear that happened to you, Umber Bear.
I'm sorry too. That really sucks.
Because, you know, when you messaged me that you said that you were leaving PlayStation, I was a little taken aback because that seems so out of character, but now that you actually explain it a lot better, no, I get it. Okay, so I do hear a clue bottle. It's above me. Ooh, small one. I paid the balance back the first time, but got suspended 2 extra time when I never issued a chargeback. Oh, yeah. But that is the unfortunate reality when it comes to buying stuff on consoles. Like, first, the unfortunate thing is that lots of players can be charged double for a single purchase, you know? And that can be frustrating.
Yeah.
But take it from me, it's a lot smarter to use your bank card to get gift cards and then put those gift card balances on your profile on PSN and then use the money. But of course, you'll always have that one moment from time to time where the bank's like, "Hey, did you buy this gift card?"
Yeah, right.
I've had that happen a few times. Like, my bank's like, "Hey, you've been buying a lot of gift cards. Is this you?" It's like, yeah. Sorry, don't question me." Okay, so I'm missing 4 clue bottles, but like, am I blind or something? I have to be blind because, like, I should have found them all by now. Maybe there's some below me. Or... Ugh, I really don't want to go down there because of that bear, but I should probably check down there. No, but Umbra Bear, your description of what's going on with your account, it made perfect sense. I now understand why you left. It's unfair what happened to you. And that actually kind of reminds me of something that happened a lot more recently as well. There is a trophy hunter by the name of Hakum, which I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him, but he, once upon a time, was like one of the best trophy hunters in the world. He got his account suspended in suspicion of fraudulent activity.
Yeah.
However, his situation is that he has his account tied to multiple PlayStations across the world. And he actually has friends and people he pays to help him trophy hunt because he's just one guy and he has to work, you know?
Right.
And he's even won the Guinness Book of World Records award for most platinums ever, once upon a time. But they also accused him of getting trophies way too quick, even though those were actually just auto-pop trophies, which are under fair use of terms. So, Hakum, he stated that he is done with PlayStation because of how they mistreated him, and not only that, but his private information had been given away from a Sony employee, which is a breach of terms of contract.
Yeah, this is so scummy.
It is. It's very scummy.
Like y'all just can't, for some reason, afford to look incompetent, like, or admit to your mistakes, like.
Right.
Like, come on now.
Like, look, I love Sony as a video game publisher, but I'm not always a fan of their business practices. Damn, that's gotta hurt. Yeah, it did. Okay, so, you know what, folks? We've been at this for almost 40 minutes, and I haven't found all the clue bottles. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get a move on with the missions, and then maybe along the way, the clue bottles will present themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll come to them when you get to them. You'll see them.
Okay. Hawk. Alright, let's take some recon photos. Oh gosh. Okay, which ones? So there's quite a few. Let's take a picture of the bear first. Funny enough, all the bears in this game are NPCs, but this one actually has a name. His name is Grizzleface.
Yep.
He's putting out a slight radio signature.
Huh? You're telling me that bear is putting out radio waves? That's, that bear needs to get checked out. Luckily, I can play PS1, PS2 classics on Steam Deck, so it isn't all bad. Oh, really? So wait, so how does that work? Like, do the games come to Steam? Swordman Rin. You'll have to forgive me. I do not recall if you are a new viewer or what, but welcome to the stream. How you doing? Alright, let's take a picture of this one.
Those saw blades look particularly old. I guess this logging camp has been around for a while.
Alright, so there's that. PCSX2, that's right. Yeah, you know what's funny? I was doing a little bit of research on the people who were bringing these PS Classic games to service. Did you know that Sony actually hired a bunch of people that were working on PCSX2 for this new emulator? So the people who are bringing these PS1 and PS2 classics to service, they have experience with emulation.
Yep.
John Bison's house, the lair of the beast, the den of evil, the epicenter of ecological destruction.
Funny enough, we never actually do anything with Jean Bison's house in this chapter. So why did we take a picture of it? I think I've mentioned that in chapter... Oh, wait. Wait. I hear a clue bottle. Yeah. Do I hear anything else? No, it's quiet. Oh, there it is! Finally! Ah, gosh. No! And... booyah, there we go. Okay. That's all the clue bottles, so where's the last... Oh, it's over here. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, every single time that I've gotten one of the PS Classics games, Apparently, it's always the PS4 version of the game that doesn't seem to run very well. I was playing the PS4 slash PS5 emulation of the new Jak and Daxter release on PS4, and it ran like crap.
My sensors detect a Wi-Fi link to that boat.
But I did hear that
Piloted by computer.
I did hear that people who were playing the emulation on PS5 had no problems, but unfortunately, PS4 users still stay losing. Alright. I believe we need to make our way to the lighthouse. Whoop. Okay. Alright. I believe it's right here, actually. Alright. Alright, let's take some recon photos.
That's the battery charger, but where's the battery Arpeggio's coming to pick up?
So we have the battery charger, but no battery.
The entrance is barred from the inside.
Oh, come on. It is not hidden in plain sight.
Just looking at
It's
that
not even in
makes me
focus.
dizzy. Might as well get a shot of old Jean Bisson.
But I'm slowly rebuying my third-party games back on Xbox, man. CTR is going to be a chore without my friends, but I did manage to unlock Entropy. Oh, yeah, you know, I'm really sorry about that, but what I'm imagining what's going to happen is that CTR is probably going to lose its online servers in, like, the next year or two.
He's mumbling to himself.
That's what I'm anticipating. Honestly,
Come on, John. You got it in you. Those lumberjack games need some more competition, eh? What would attract the participants? Bullseye! I'll post the clockwork talons as a trophy. That should bring in the competition. Although, who am I kidding, eh? I'm gonna win just like every other year. Oh, it's tough being this tough. It sure is.
Oh, hello.
yeah, I'm here. I was just listening to Jean Besson's conversation.
Lumberjack games.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, because you
Yeah, I know. I
it cut you out. It cut you out. Yeah.
Well, guys, Jean Bisson has unknowingly thrown down the gauntlet. With the clockwork talons as a trophy, we'd be fools not to participate in his lumberjack games. Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guide was frozen in a wall of ice not far from our position. Sly, you're in charge of acquiring the book. I'm sure it will prove invaluable. Now, we're all aware that Arpeggio's blimp is coming to pick up another battery. To sneak aboard without incident, I'd recommend we pull a Trojan horse and stow away inside the battery. However, the location of the device is still a mystery. We need some inside information. So, working together, you two will infiltrate the Moose Guard's secret RC combat club. Those guys all work in the lighthouse. If you win the battle, I'm sure they'll talk. Despite
RC
his
Combat
antique
Club.
mind, Jean
Yay,
Bisson's
my
no
favorite!
fool. To keep tabs on him, we'll need to bug his house, steal the radio tags off local bears, and then jerry-rig them into a sensor array. It's a challenging set of tasks, and that blimp's on its way. Let's get to work.
It just joined Game Pass recently, so I should have enough time to play matchmaking. Yeah, but I'm just gonna be realistic here, is that the game has been out for 5 years now. I imagine the online servers will shut down either in a year or two. Plus, I'm pretty sure not a lot of people are playing the online anymore. Like, the only ones that are still playing the online multiplayer for CTR are pros. But I stopped playing the online multiplayer because I just didn't like the community. Don't get me wrong, I had lots of fun playing CTR, and I especially had a lot of fun playing with you and a lot of the other guys, but, yeah, I just had to move on. I'm not a fan of the CTR community because a lot of them can be pretty nasty.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Plus, I don't have PS Plus anymore. I got rid of that at the beginning of the year, so I can't play it anyways. And I didn't get rid of PS Plus because I didn't want to play CTR anymore. I just couldn't afford it. Like, they increased their prices from $60 to $80 a year. That's garbage. Anyways, we need to... Okay, well, there is a mission to Sly over here, so why don't we go and do that? Thankfully, all those things on CTR are simply cosmetics, and you don't actually need them to get the Platinum Trophy to that game. So, like, getting the Platinum to the game actually isn't hard. I agree, the community has gotten bad, but I want 100% achievement back. Yeah. Well, if you're looking for 100% completion, that would also entail you doing the dev time trials. But I believe you said yourself you don't want to do that. I don't blame you, though. The dev times are pretty evil. I still have PTSD from when I did TurboTrack. Honestly, I don't even want to think about it.
Sly, I've detected what appears to be an ancient guide to log chopping that might be useful for the lumberjack games. Unfortunately, it's frozen deep in an ice wall.
How are we supposed to get to it? Wait for more global warming?
That is through petrified logs. If it could be bounced out that window, with your help, I should be able to harness its energy to melt the ice wall and free the book.
How do I redirect that thing?
There should be a switch on the other side of this wall. Throw it and then head outside.
Alright, let's get this laser going. No, but back to the whole CTR thing. Without a doubt, like, I don't like to flaunt my achievements or accomplishments in games. Like, it's okay if I tell the world, hey, I did this, but, like, I don't like to rub it in people's faces, but I will say this. I am so proud of myself. Oh, gosh. I am very proud of myself for having beaten all the dev times in CTR, because that was such a monumental task. And honestly, I don't think I could possibly ever replicate it again. Like, I think just from playing CTR alone, I think I might have developed early stage arthritis. Oh well, but that's what years of gaming will do, right? It'll mess up your hands. Okay, I think there's a vault here, right? Yeah. Here we go.
If I did my math right, and I always do my math right, then the combination has got to be 583.
Yay! Another move. The lightning spin.
Gadzooks, that's a nice one.
Trophy earned shocking moves. So, what is the lightning spin? It is very similar to the voltage attack move, but it's kind of used for crowd control. Unfortunately, the reason why I find myself using the voltage attack move more than the lightning spin is because the lightning spin uses up more stamina. Oh gosh. Yep. How close are you to getting the platinum? Pretty close. I'm gonna be wrapping up Chapter 7, and then I believe if I have time, I'll be streaming tomorrow the finale of the game, and I believe I only have a few miscellaneous trophies left. Okay, I know I've said this in the last stream, but I actually really appreciate that Jean Besson is very reinforcive of his workers.
You've done it! The laser's been redirected out the window.
Also, we are at 7 people watching. Wow, you guys are an awesome audience today.
Nice.
I think that's actually the most people I've had watching the Sly 2 streams lately. At least Sly 2 is the easiest to platinum. Actually,
That laser pointed at the ice wall.
hold on.
You'll need to alter its direction with the crystals I put in your pouch.
I see. I just walk to where the laser stops, place a crystal, and it'll bounce the beam to a new position. That log chopping book is as good as ours.
Actually, Umbra Bear, you would be surprised to know that the trophy list for Sly 2, PS4, and 5 is actually different from the HD collection. It's actually tougher. It's actually tougher than the HD collection to platinum. But it's a lot more creative. I'll give it that. Ah, Topaz, thank you. Okie dokie. Let's get going on this laser. Wow, well, good to know. Well, the thing... Oh, gosh. The thing that I found rather boring about the Platinum Trophy in the HD collection was that it was very predictable. And it also felt a little lazy. But in this game, you have to open up all the vaults, so you have to get all the clue bottles. I'm appreciative of that. I'm not a big platinum, but out of Sly 1, 2, and 3, which is the easiest to platinum? It depends on the version of the game you're playing. If you're asking for the easiest version of Sly 1 to platinum, it's the HD collection version, because you don't need to do any of the time trials. All you really need to do is just complete the story and open all the vaults. That's it. But in the PS4/PS5 version of Sly 1, you need to do at least 10 of the Master Thief sprints. You have to beat the story. You have to do a bunch of miscellaneous tasks, which I appreciate that because it gives me some more things to do in the game. But with Sly 2, you know what was funny about Sly 2? Is technically, if you played your cards right, you could actually get the Platinum Trophy before you even roll the credits.
Yeah.
Which, I did not like that. Like, oh gosh. No, 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 water. Ugh.
Oh.
Never in
Into
the
the
world
drink.
did it. Didn't you just had to buy everything from the shop in HD? No, not all of them. You just had to buy specific ones. But in this game, you have to acquire, or in this version of the game, you have to acquire all the gadgets, which involves getting all of them from the vaults, as well as buying all the gadgets from ThiefNet to get platinum. No, in the... Yeah, actually, I heard that the PS4/PS5 version of Sly 3 is going to be the hardest to platinum because you're going to have to replay some missions, and you're going to have to be airtight with some of the performances that you have to do. Like, I think there's a trophy in Sly 3 PS4 and 5 where you have to defend Murray during a specific mission without him taking a single hit. And that can be frustrating. I'm not exactly a fan of trophies where they require you to make sure that you either don't take damage or someone else doesn't take damage. That can just be annoying. But so far, with getting the Platinum Trophy to Sly 2 on this version of the game, it actually isn't terribly hard. In fact, I haven't actually needed to have a guide on hand to find and complete a bunch of trophies for this game. Like, I've played this game so many times growing up that I kind of just know where everything is. Like, I know where Jojo the Raccoon's Easter egg is, or / Rocket Robot on Wheels Easter egg is. I know that it's possible to bring a guard into the hideout with you in Chapter 2, which made for a very hilarious hat, by the way. You need to do all the challenges in Sly 3 to get Platinum. Yeah, in the HD collection, you had to do all the Master Thief sprints. Yes, there's that one, and going into the Cooper Vault with Sly without taking damage, too. Yeah, that was in the... Well, you know what? That shouldn't be terribly hard, because the only problem with the... Oh, hold on.
I've never seen such a majestic creature. So full of life, so ready to live. So much for that. He's back in the deep freeze.
Stupid mammoth.
Cheer up. We got the log chopping guide.
Sly 3 is my favorite because it's the first game I played in the series. I mean, I can understand that. My favorite's Sly 2. And I think I've actually told you guys in the very first stream I did for Sly 2 of how this was perhaps the game that I had the biggest 180-degree turnaround on. I went from hating this game as a kid to absolutely loving it as an adult. If you guys want a better explanation as to why that was, I suggest that you go and rewatch the first stream that I did for Sly 2. It is currently available. I am not shamelessly plugging. Why? Why do you ask? What is your favorite map in Sly 2 and Sly 3? Honestly, I love the Black Chateau from Sly 2 because of the atmosphere and how it's such a fantastic introductory level. Okay, so now we need to be Murray. Or, actually, let's go do this mission. But so far, with the pacing that I'm on with Sly 2, I don't find getting the Platinum Trophy to this version of the game terribly hard. Because I've only got a few left. I just need to open the vault in the last chapter, complete the story, and do a bunch of miscellaneous trophies, but other than that, should be no problem.
Wild bears in the area have been tagged with radio tracking devices. If you can snag enough of them, we should be able to set up a receiver array around Jean Bison's house.
I'm always up for bugging someone's home.
The first step is crawling into that bear cave and stealing the goods.
I'm on it.
So, first of all, before we get this mission started, I hope you guys aren't afraid of bears, and I also hope that you guys aren't claustrophobic.
The radio transmitters have all been tagged in their mouths.
Oh, man.
Sneak up and pickpocket it while they're yawning.
Sounds safe.
Stay clear of the thin, crackly ice. Walking on it is sure to wake the bears.
I'll keep that in mind.
Hopefully by January or February they add Jak 2 and 3 to the new emulator. I would like that. However, I do know that there's going to be a lot of people who really like the fact that they're probably going to bring the rewind feature and save state feature to Jak 2 specifically. I'm not going to use that because I'm a purist, because Jak 2 is my favorite game ever. But I can understand why a lot of people actually don't like Jak 2 for the sole fact that the checkpoints in that game can be pretty unforgiving. But to that I say, get good. That's just me, but I do know that there are going to be plenty of people who appreciate that feature. But I'm just saying, personally, I'm not going to use it. But, I will say that they need to improve the PS4 new emulation version of Precursor Legacy, because it's not very good. Like I said earlier, I think people have been saying the PS5 version of Precursor Legacy is actually running pretty well. I'm meaning to ask, since you have both, but what's the difference between both Jak 1? You guys are gonna have to strap in for this one, so I want you guys to keep in mind that both versions of the game that I play are on PS4. I unfortunately, to this date, still do not have a PS5. But I hope to change that in the future. Anyways, I can't believe I'm saying this, but when it comes to the PS4 versions of both games, the original version's the better one, despite having... Oh no! Well, Sly
Oh,
died
oh.
that day.
Sly became that day. Barris had raccoon for dinner.
Oh no,
For
it's
dinner.
Oh, I gotta do it again!
Yep.
Oh. And just a reminder, folks, I'm not using the rewind feature. That was stupid of me. Sly died that day. He became he became a snack for the bears.
They had raccoon for dinner. The Sly became bear
Barbecued
food.
raccoon for dinner. That was hilarious, though. I think, like, the reason why I find it so hilarious is because all the bears just perk their ears up like, huh? Anyways, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by a bear attack, you guys need to understand that both versions of Precursor Legacy that I have are for PS4. So I have the original PS4 port version and the new PS2 emulation version on PS4. And honestly, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but the original version on PS4 is running better than the new emulation version on PS4. I'll go get my Sly Platinum now. Goodbye. Okay, have fun! But the PS4 version for the emulation runs terribly. There's a lot of frame rate drops throughout the entire game. Especially when you get on the A-Grab Zoomer. It chugged a lot when I was on the A-Grab Zoomer. And, let's see. There weren't a lot of glitches, but there was one glitch that I came across in the Precursor Basin that I actually tweeted on Twitter. There was a pond in the Precursor Basin where literally, like, the water just despawned. I even showed Draco. It was super funny.
Yeah.
However, despite not liking the performance of the PS4 emulation version, I gotta say I kind of like the trophies more on the PS4 emulation version than the HD collection / PS4 port version.
Seems easy enough.
Once you're in position, hit the circle button to place the transmitter.
So, if you were to ask me which version of Precursor Legacy you should stick with, I'm gonna give you one of three answers. Either stick to the original version if you're a, classic purist. Stick to the HD collection if you like performance. Or, if you really want to get serious about playing Precursor Legacy, I would recommend the open goal version on PC. That was created by fans for free. All you need to play it is an existing copy of Precursor Legacy and the emulator to run PCSX, or I'm sorry, not PCSX2, but you need the open goal emulator in order to run it. Lots of people have been saying it's essentially the definitive way to play Precursor Legacy. Again, I cannot testify for the PS5 version because I have not played that version. How would you rate the original PS2 version? I have that one on Steam Deck. Well, it's what I grew up with, and, original is always a charmer. The only reason why I continue to play the PS4 versions of Precursor Legacy is because of the accessibility. Like, these versions of the game are cheap, they're easy to get, and, even the new version has the rewind feature in save states, even though I personally chose not to use them. But yes, that is my take on the versions of Precursor Legacy. Like, if you have to play Precursor Legacy, I would recommend the open goal version on PC. Even though I technically have not played that version, I've seen it, and it runs very well. 60 frames, improved textures, hardly any glitches. So basically, if you want the definitive Precursor Legacy experience, I would go with open goal. Yeah.
But now, the gold lumberjack team, bless their hearts, those boys chopped down 211 acres. Y'all hear that? 211 acres of progress.
Man. Man, Jean Besson really is anti-environmental.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, like, playing video games, as much as I love it, it's not good for the environment, but any chance that I get to, like, donate to, like, plant more trees in the world, I will gladly take that. I remember you told me about that one a while back. I should really look into getting it. Well, I did, um... I mean, I'm a little split on Precursor Legacy coming to PC, but I will not deny its performance on PC. Oh gosh! Darn it. I gotta climb again. So you guys might be wondering, why am I not using the rewind feature? Simple. I didn't grow up with the rewind feature, and the way I was raised is that you make a mistake, you correct it, and you do better. Because if you use a rewind feature, you're technically just using it in advantage for yourself. I'm of the mindset where, like, if I make a mistake in a video game, then I correct it myself. So you guys won't be seeing me use the rewind feature for these games specifically. I know I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I used the rewind feature for Daxter, but that was a little different. Because when getting certain collectibles in Daxter, I would have to essentially replay an entire level just to get one Precursor Orb, and I'm not for that. Okay, where's the last one? That's true honor. I would have rewind, not gonna lie. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on standards.
Nice work. The array's up and running.
Like, that's why if Jak 2 and 3 ever come to PS Classics, I'm not going to use Rewind either. Because I'm one for learning from mistakes and doing better. Also, Manhunt 1 need to be on the new emulator because it's buggy playing on PS5. No, you know what needs to be on the new emulator is Ape Escape 2. Because, I didn't actually know this, but apparently playing Ape Escape 2 on the PS5 is a glitchy nightmare.
Yeah, it is.
Whereas playing it on the PS4 is actually perfectly fine. Like, and not only that, my biggest criticism about Ape Escape 2 on PS4 is that it doesn't have a platinum trophy. Like, why? It has a trophy list, it just doesn't have a platinum. I would happily, like, platinum Ape Escape 2 if they had one. Trust me, I played it on PS5, it's horrible. Yeah. Also, fun fact, did you know that every single time Ape Escape is ever represented in any form of PlayStation media, whether it be PlayStation All-Stars or Astrobot, the reason why it's always Spike that gets all the love and not any of the other characters from Ape Escape's franchise is because technically, Ape Escape 2 was actually developed by Ubisoft. So technically, if they want to have Ape Escape 2 representation in their games, they have to get permission from Ubisoft.
Oh, wow.
Twisted Metal Black doesn't have a platinum trophy either. Man, that's a bummer. However, if I was streaming, I too wouldn't rewind. We must use an example for the new generation. Oh, well. I think the new generation doesn't really care all that much, unfortunately. I was actually talking in a previous stream where how it's kind of sad that the newer generation of gamers aren't interested in, like, 3D platformers, because they'd rather play games like Fortnite. Like, the thing is, they'd rather play games that are popular, not games that are fun. Not to say that Fortnite isn't fun, I'm just personally never going to play it. I just have, personally, no interest in playing Fortnite. But it is kind of sad that kids these days they'd rather follow trends and popularity rather than quality games.
Duty guards meet in that cabin for an RC combat club.
This is going to be great. I haven't been in any RC combat since that job with holding Istanbul. It was awesome.
Murray, to quote Uncharted 2, have you ever been in a Turkish prison? Alright, we need to make our way over there. But you know what? You guys have been giving me a pretty, good conversation this stream. This is probably the most I've been talking to the chat in the streams.
Never let you into the combat club without a disguise. That old moosehead should do the trick. Only there's no way for you to get up there. Hide out in this barrel while I send in Sly to steal the head.
Okay. TMNT drew me to Fortnite, but I agree with what you're saying. I mean, think of it this way. I do not like Fortnite at all. There was that timed event where they had Avatar characters coming to the game, and I still didn't care. I love Avatar, but you can never get me to play Fortnite. Never happening. Which is why I was overjoyed when I heard that Astrobot won Game of the Year. Because it means that there's still an interest in 3D platformers, and that people still want them.
Murray should be able to join the RC Combat Club without raising any suspicion.
The only thing that unfortunately broke my heart about Astrobot is that unfortunately it didn't sell very well, despite being a high-quality game. It's so sad. Astrobot's been out for 3 months now. Oh, wait, I shouldn't have done that. I forgot, we need the guards. Oops. As I was saying, it breaks my heart that Astrobot's been out for only 3 months now, and it's only sold 1.5 million copies. And, it's a fantastic platformer. It's actually thanks to Draco here that I was able to play a little bit of it, which I want to say again, Draco, thank you for giving me the opportunity to play a little bit of Astrobot.
You're welcome.
And it was also very fun watching you play the game, too. It was super fun. I actually wanted to play Astrobot. Oh, dude, I watched my friends stream it, I watched Draco play it. It's so much fun. It's so cute, so much fun, and so much love in this game, and I couldn't be happier that it won Game of the Year. Because...
Really deserves it.
And the reason why it deserves it so much is because that 3D platformers really feel like a thing of the past now. If you want to get a 3D platformer experience, most people say, well, just look to the indie scene. I'm like, I don't want to look to the indie scene. I want to look at AAA developers making these games again. I want to see the likes of Sucker Punch and Naughty Dog and Insomniac making these games again, but that's just not what people want anymore. I mean, I'm happy that Insomniac Games is still making Ratchet & Clank games, but even the newer games don't feel the exact same as they used to anymore. They're focusing so much more on narrative rather than gameplay. Which, don't get me wrong, a story is probably the biggest reason why I play video games, but I will admit that there is a sad reality to acknowledge that some developers favor story over gameplay. And it's rather unfortunate. Which is why I loved Astrobot, because Astrobot barely had a story and lots of people loved it.
Murray, heads up.
Anyways, I'm going on a really, really long tangent about platformers. We need to focus on this.
Hey, fellas, any of you guys think you can beat the moose?
The moose.
I'm in, eh? I ain't got a lot of money for this wager, but there's no way I'd lose to a new guy like you, huh?
So I actually mentioned this in the last stream, even though you weren't here, Draco, but have you ever been to Canada?
No, actually. I haven't, actually.
So I've been to Canada before. I went there when I was younger on a tour. And one of my favorite places was Banff. Banff was such a beautiful place. Okay, so... Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about the controls. So I do not like this gameplay segment whatsoever. So how does it work? You press and hold the X button to drive, but you use the analog stick to steer where you need to go. However, the only way to shoot is if you stop and let the turret aim. And you have to use the square button. The reason why I don't like it is because the aiming is kind of garbage. And I usually use the... I lose this minigame quite a few times before I finally win. Ow. You made a lot of great points, though. Really? Because I don't know. I'm never one for debate. Ratchet and Clank, I never really invested a lot of time. Only the third game, but for me it was always Jak and Sly. I grew up primarily with Jak and Sly, but I played the first Ratchet and Clank game on PS2 and I liked it. It wasn't until the HD collection that I played Going Commando and Up Your Arsenal. And I did mention it in a previous stream, but the reason why is because I could never find a PS2 copy of Up Your Arsenal or Going Commando. Open fire! Okay. But yeah, honestly, I think this minigame's a little boring.
Yeah.
but I'm really glad that you only do this once. A Crack in Time is still the best Ratchet and Clank in my opinion. A port of the Future series is way overdue. Man, it's so sad that the Future series doesn't get as much love as it deserves. But then, that's also because a lot of people, when they think about Ratchet and Clank PS3, most think of A Crack in Time, but they also think about the dark ages for Ratchet and Clank on PS3, which I'm referring to All for One and Full Frontal Assault. Yes, got it!
You won, eh? But I ain't got no money.
That might be okay. It all depends.
Depends on what?
On whether
That guy's not emoting.
you know the location of the
He's not even blinking his eyes.
Oh, well, I guess I owe ya.
What the heck? That's the same glitch that happened in the HD collection. I didn't know I was talking to a ghost.
After reading through the log shopping guide, it's become painfully clear that to win in the lumberjack games, we'll have to cheat.
We gotta be cheaters.
A plan that hinges around us acquiring an eagle's egg, which is more difficult than you'd think. First, Murray needs to lure a bear into taking out the local oil mains. Once destroyed, the pressurized oil should ignite and create updrafts, which Sly will then use to paraglide over to the eagle's nest, grab an egg, and then head back to the safe house. Thanks to Murray's undercover work in the RC Combat Club, we've learned that the Northern Light Battery is hidden in a silo nearby. The battery needs some serious modification if we're going to hide inside it to sneak onto Arpeggio's blimp. First, we'll short the battery with grapple lines on local boats. Then, we'll all break into the lighthouse and sever the power flow to the battery. That way it won't recharge. Given my electrical engineering background, this plan has a 97% chance of success. Pretty good, huh?
What about that other 3%? Well, in that case, Sly, you'll be blown to bits. But the experience will no doubt be spectacular. Alright, let's see if I can sell some stuff. Oops. Oh, I accidentally sold my ruby. I need to go get another one. Do you think Rockstar would bring back the GTA trilogy for the new emulator because of how terrible the definitive edition is? Actually, I heard that they massively patched the definitive edition, so now it actually runs pretty good now. But the only reason why the definitive edition didn't sell very well... I'm sorry, that's not what I meant to say. The reason why it doesn't run very well is because it was actually a port of the mobile version that was put onto consoles rather than being remastered versions of the console versions. Which I didn't even know that mobile versions of the GTA games even existed. Oh, well, just like that, I got my ruby back. Very good. Alright, let's get on with the mission. Actually, you know what? We're gonna have 2 missions as Sly, even though there's only 1 showing right now. I should probably do Murray's mission first. Woo! Yeah, let's do Murray's mission first. Oh, hey, there's the mammoth. Alright. But man, like, you guys have been giving me some great conversations today. Did I ever tell you guys that I really admire my audience? You guys give me such great company during these streams.
If we're gonna get an eagle egg, you'll first have to destroy all the local oil mains.
It looks pretty sturdy. The Murray is strong, but his fists can't punch through metal.
No problem. See that old bear down there? His name is Grizzleface. The guards ignore him because he's blind and practically nerve dead, except for his sense of smell. If that old guy smells fish, there's no stopping him. Use Grizzleface to take out the oil mains.
But I don't smell like fish. Do I?
I love that line.
Bentley's taking up a post
But I don't smell like fish, do I?
tossing bombs into the water, and the fish should get blown sky high. Plenty should land in your position.
I mean,
You want me to throw a fish at the oil main so that old Grizzleface will knock them apart?
That's the idea. You might even try throwing fish at the guards. Might improve their odor.
I mean, Murray, I'm not one to judge someone's body odor, but let's just say I don't imagine you're a guy that showers once every other day or even once a day. Okay, time to run. Did you get into the Twisted Metal games? I always wanted to, but I never really did get into them. I think that's because that even though I've been on PlayStation for 11 years now, I still never got around to it. Alright, I need a fish. Okay, let's take it over here, please. But you know, maybe one of these days I'll try out the Twisted Metal games. But I have seen, I saw the first 2 episodes of the Peacock show. And it was alright, but I'm beginning to think that, Twisted Metal, at least the show, wasn't for me. Because I thought it was a bit too...
He's on the way.
I don't know, when I saw Sweet Tooth in the second episode, I'm like, this isn't exactly what I was expecting from Sweet Tooth. I mean, he's supposed to be a serial killer, right?
Bear's coming.
Like, I didn't think that there was gonna be a comedic side to him. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to wait for the bear to come. Oh, wait, oops. Let's do the Raging Inferno flop. Come on. Nice. That makes short work of them. Okay, where's the bear? There it is. Very good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run over to where the oil main is, and then I'm going to pick up a fish and hit it.
Sensors in the safe house indicate that Grizzleface is on the move.
Alright. Let's make our way over to the next main. There's always another guard. The lore is a mess in my opinion because, I mean, Black all takes place inside of Sweet Tooth's head, etc. Not all games are connected and so on. I honestly think that most people don't play Twisted Metal for the story, they just play it for the chaotic gameplay. But who am I to say that? I still haven't played the games yet. All I know about Twisted Metal is that one of the characters, his name is Sweet Tooth, he was in PlayStation All-Stars, and he was a psycho clown. Alright. That's all I really know. But I know there's a lot of other characters like Axel, John Doe, Calypso, but... I don't know. Maybe one of these days I'll get around to Twisted Metal. Oh, darn it. I did not mean to do that. I mean, there's still plenty of PlayStation games I haven't played. Like, to this date, I still have not played Heavenly Sword.
Solid work, Murray. Now that the oil lines are exposed, Sly's all set up for a paragliding job off the lighthouse.
Alright. Now that that's done... LB Ghost, hello! Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. But yeah, I still have not played Twisted... yeah, I've not played Twisted Metal, and I still have not played Heavenly Sword. And, let's see. I mean, I've played a lot of PlayStation games over the years, thanks to PlayStation All-Stars. I got into Infamous, God of War, Uncharted, eventually The Last of Us. You know me, my childhood was Jak and Daxter and Sly Cooper, but I did give the other Ratchet and Clank games its time in the spotlight. It's also thanks to PlayStation that I got into Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. I also liked Medieval and recently Ape Escape. But there's still plenty of games out there I still haven't played. But that's the magic of being a gamer, is that, to me, any time that I get a chance to play a new game, it feels like an adventure. Heavenly Sword was another one I wanted to play. She was a fun character to use in PlayStation All-Stars. Unfortunately, I heard the biggest criticism about Heavenly Sword was that it was essentially a God of War clone. Which, I mean, I don't know if that's... I mean, I've played the other God of War games. It's, I don't know if that should be a compliment or if it's an offense. The Stanley Parable is an adventure and it's great. Okay, I'm so turned around. Where do I need to go? I need to go towards the boats, right? Yeah. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Yes! Nice. Alright, let's get to the boats.
If we can trust Murray's informant, that's the silo with the battery hidden inside.
To prepare it for travel, we'll have to drain off its northern light energy. By attaching a boat's grappling hook to the top of the silo, we should be able to deplete power from the battery.
Murray's in position to help throw you out onto the boat.
Once on board, I'll hack into its steering controls and move the vessel close enough to fire its grappling hook.
Okay, I'll climb on top of the silo and attach the hooks. How many grappling lines will it take to drain the battery?
3 should suffice. Once the first line's attached, Murray and I will commandeer another boat. You should stay in position.
Finally, I get the easy gig.
You know, every time Sly delivers that line, I always think he's going to say, how many grappling lines does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
I'm all set to throw you to that boat.
The world may never know.
My aim is impeccable.
Alright,
Now
so...
hack the steering controls.
So... more hacking minigames, yay. Now, these hacking minigames are a little different. These enemies, these new ones, will be dropping mines. They don't shoot you. Ow. Let me slip through, please. Thank you. Honestly, I think I kind of prefer the hacking minigames in Sly 3 versus the ones in Sly 2 because because I just find the repetitive nature of the to be a bit much. Are you planning to watch Sonic 3? I am. I know it's for kids, but I like the films.
Nice work hacking the autopilot.
Yes, I plan on going to see Sonic 3 on the following Sunday of its release with a friend.
Attached to the battery.
My philosophy when it comes to seeing brand new movies, don't ever, and I repeat, don't ever go and see them on release day, because it is chaotic. Always go the opening weekend. Is Sly gonna catch it? Nope. Oh wow, we're up to 9 people watching!
Hooks in place.
I don't think I've seen that.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever seen that high of a number in a long time. Wow. Alright, let's get to the boats. I hope it's good. I hope so too, because I'm not terribly a big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, I've played two of the games. I played Team Sonic Racing and Sonic Forces, but I do remember that ever since I was a kid, my favorite Sonic character was always Shadow. And it's not because I liked his game, it wasn't because he's a loved character. I always loved Shadow simply because of his design. I always thought he looked super cool. Okay. Come on. But yes, to answer your question, I do plan on going to see the movie with a friend, and I hope it's good. But the big question is, does Jim Carrey plan to keep playing Eggman? Because he mentioned when he did Sonic 2 that he was considering retiring from the role and retiring from acting, but we all know that was a lie because he returned to be Robotnik. Looks like the stream turned out better than you thought. Yeah, I guess so. I was legit under the impression that this was going to be a rather boring stream because the chapter itself I don't find very interesting. But you guys have given me a lot this stream. Thank you so much. Alright, come on. Well, how about you, Draco? You still plan on going to see Sonic 3, right?
Yeah, I am.
Now, you know, I was a little upset earlier when I found out that there was an original pitch that Hayden Christensen was going to be Shadow the Hedgehog, but I think that was more of a rumor. And honestly, I would have been so okay with that because... Oh, oops. Because, honestly, Hayden Christensen deserves a redemption from Hollywood because of how they treated him over the last 2 decades. But, I mean, Keanu Reeves, I can totally see Keanu Reeves being Shadow, and I look forward to it. He would only return for, in his own words, if a script of gold came to him. Well, I mean, at least he's honest. I prefer an actor who's honest rather than dishonest. Technically, I don't think I even need Murray to get this. Watch this.
I was wondering what happened to that guy. Guess he just prefers to be frozen.
Yeah, a mammoth just... a mammoth prefers to be frozen and forgotten. That's rather sad. But yes, I hope it's good. But I did hear that there are 2 post-credit scenes to Sonic 3. I look forward to that. Come on. Okay, I'm just gonna slip past you guys. Ow. Ow. Honestly, you guys might notice that we're already an hour and a half into the stream and we're still not even halfway done with the chapter. Oh, no, 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 no. Alright, let's just take care of this guy because he's shooting at me. Come on. Alright. But yeah, you guys might notice that this chapter is pretty long. Come on, come on, come on, come on, go, 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 go. Yes! Huzzah. I believe this is the last one. And then once we're done here, we'll head back to the hideout and swap out for Sly. And then, after we're done with the next 2 missions, we should be on to the operation. That boat sure took its time to get to its position. Alright, let's see. I think this is good. Nope. Oh wait, Sly got it! Sly, that clearly overshot you. But whatever. It saves me time. Okay. Let's get back to the hideout and swap out for Sly. I love the hover pack. It's just a shame though that the hover pack is kind of slow. So, Draco, now that we're nearing the end of the game, do you have a favorite gadget for all three of the characters?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. Honestly, not too sure. Like, what are your favorites for all three?
Well, I mean, I am impartial to the voltage attack move for Sly.
Oh yeah, right.
It's conservative with how much stamina it eats up. In fact, I should actually probably re-equip that.
Yeah.
And even though the lightning spin is really good, unfortunately it takes up a lot of stamina, so I don't really use it all that much.
Plus, it makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. It does. Okay, so we got 2 missions back here. How about we do... Well, yeah, we'll do this one because we need to go to the lighthouse. A conduit? Cole McGrath? Oh, wait, wrong conduit.
Infamous?
Infamous 3?
Sounds like work for Murray.
Actually, this job will require all 3 of
Gosh.
our skills. The front door is locked, and you're the only one capable of climbing up to the hatch on top. Once inside, sneak down to the ground floor and let us in. We'll help you finish the job.
All right, see you on the ground floor.
I remember the Northern Lights in the HD collection looking rather unpleasant to view. But, I mean, they're pretty, polygonal, since this is a PS2, release. We were actually talking about Infamous. Guys, I know that I've brought Second Son and First Light to this channel several years ago, but I want you guys to know that if it's another franchise I would love to bring to this channel, it's the Infamous games. Specifically 1 and 2. They're my favorites. One is my favorite, but I love 2 as well. It's just a shame that I can only bring Second Son and First Light to the channel for now. Alrighty. Ooh. That guy's got something good in his pocket. He's got a sapphire. Oh, dang! That's an instant kill? What? Okay, you know what? That makes sense. I thought that it would be a lot smarter to... No! He did it again! Okay. Whatever. We'll just do this the old-fashioned way. Just use this. Second Son was okay. I think that Second Son is a guilty pleasure game of mine. It's a lot of fun. The only drawback to the game is that it's so short. Plus, to this date, Infamous Second Son is still considered one of the prettiest looking PS4 games ever. And, wow, can I please just go, like, 5 minutes without getting hit? But yes, I enjoyed Infamous Second Son. My personal favorite is the first Infamous game, and I wish I could bring that game to the channel, but unfortunately there is no form of PS3 emulation or backwards compatibility with PS4 or 5. Okie dokie. There we go. Okay, camera.
My personal favorite Infamous game is the second game.
That's most people's favorite.
Pal, just let me at that Northern Light attractor. It'll be slag in minutes.
Not quite that simple, Murray. I'll reverse the energy flow from the control computer while you lift the main circuit breaker. That should give Sly a short window of opportunity to climb up the power lines and overload the system from the top.
Up, down. They should put an elevator in this place.
Aww. Since when have you been one to complain, Sly? Although he is right, an elevator would be very handy. Alright.
Get climbing, Sly. We can't keep this thing reversed forever.
Yeah, this is heavier than it looks.
Gotta be careful here, folks. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. That was way too close.
We did it! The collection mechanism is overloading!
Yay! And Sly's just casually scratching his back with his cane. Oh, I love the idle animations in this game. Alright, well, it's a good thing that we did that mission first, because now we gotta climb all the way up here and do the next mission.
In order to overcome Jean Bisson and the
Oh,
lumberjack
this
gang,
mission.
we'll need to enlist the help of the giant Canadian eagles. Their nest is out on that iceberg. Steal one of the eggs, and then bring it safely back to the safe house. We'll use it to direct the eagle's protective instincts against Bisson.
Sly's hat is gone.
Sure, sounds easy enough. Except for the part where I have to swim a half a mile through freezing
I did
water.
not need to know that Sly had a cowlick.
With oil mains all
Oh yeah, I told you. He sometimes takes it off.
have just caught fire.
I see. The updraft created by the flames should give me some extra altitude.
Just make sure to stay out of the fire. Get too close, and old Grizzleface will be eating barbecued raccoons for dinner.
That's a charming image, Bentley.
Well, that's revenge for that 100 little turtle pieces comment that you made in Chapter 5. Okay, so I don't like this mission. One, it takes a long time, and then you can easily screw it up, and if you do screw it up, you have to start over. So this is what you gotta do, folks. You gotta get into these smoke funnels, and the smoke will carry you up higher in elevation. But you can't just go straight to the Eagles Island because you won't have enough altitude to get there all on your own, so you need to get into these updrafts of smoke. But the problem is that if you get too close to the bottom, then the fires are going to hit you, and you'll have to get all the way up to the top of the lighthouse again. And that's not even the most annoying part. The most annoying part is actually the last part. Whee! But hopefully I can get it first try this time. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, first try. Trust me, guys, you do not like it when you get hit by those eagles and you have to go all the way back to the lighthouse again.
Job. If you could get
That is not
Eagle
fun.
Egg back to the safe house, we'll be all set for the lumberjack games.
Alright. Okie dokie. Okay. Let's make our way back to the hideout. Hopefully don't get lit on fire by the wells. Okay. And no eagles. Woo! We're 80% done.
The lumberjack games are upon us. Now, despite Murray's study of the log chopping guide, none of us are skilled enough to beat Jean Basson at his own game. So, though it pains me to say it, we'll have to cheat. Murray, you'll participate in the power log chopping competition. Get us a good score, and then let Basson up for his turn. While he's chopping, I'll sneak the eagle egg into his trousers, and the protective parents should disturb his axe swings. Sly, given your ascension skills, I've signed you up for the ice wall climb. We'll keep Basson from beating your score by pulling him off the wall with some nearby grappling lines. And finally, I'll represent our team in the log rolling competition. With my knowledge of rotational mechanics, we're sure to get a stupendous score. Sly will be in charge of greasing Basson's logs, so he has no chance of beating it. If you guys are ready, I say we head out and show these meathead lumberjacks what we're made of.
This is the worst plan ever. This is the most makeshift plan I've ever heard you ever come up with, Bentley.
Lumberjack games, I'm gonna play me some lumberjack games, gonna split me some lumberjack wood, and that's always good.
Huh. Never actually heard that before. I've never actually heard Jean Basson on the radio before. Okay. We have to be Bentley. Alright guys, let's get on with it.
Okay, guys, let's head down there and win those talons from Jean Basson. Sly, try to keep a low profile when we get close. We don't want him to recognize you. Excuse me, sir. We humble lumberjacks would like to participate in your lumberjack game.
Freaking accent.
Think you got what it takes to win the clockwork talons, eh? Well, I'm sure enough gonna let you play, so long as you pay the entry fee.
Much obliged, partner. We'll, just take our positions for the competition.
Enjoy the moment while you think you still got a chance. It's as close to winning as you'll ever get. This year's first event will be a power chopping contest. Not like anyone's ever gonna beat my record, but let them try. Not bad, Hippo. But watch and learn as I destroy that log without even breaking a sweat.
Oh, well, Murray's all done. Hey, you know what? I just thought Murray's wielding the Leviathan axe.
Okay, Bentley, you're on. Plant the eagle egg on the sun. And the angry eagle parent
Yeah, I
should
think
swoop
a
down
certain
and his axe
god of war would like his axe back. Oh. Oh, wait. Come on. Come on, I don't got all the time in the world. Do, 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 do. I like the music, though. You know, they should have played this music at the Olympics. You know the one in Tokyo when they had, like, video game music playing for the Olympics?
Yeah.
They should have had this playing. Okay, come on. Yes! Almost ran out of time there.
What? I think you better rethink them scores, boys. What you intended to give me was perfect tens, right?
Intimidation.
So your pink friend knows how to handle an axe. Let's see how you handle a vertical wall of ice.
You got it. Thankfully, I am a quick climber. Grab on, Sly. What are you doing? Gotcha.
Pretty good for a scrawny raccoon. Now, watch and learn as I demonstrate the art of power climbing.
Alright, this part I don't really like because the grapple hooks don't have reticles, so it's really hard to get these to attach to Basan before he gets to the top. Gotta wait. What? Bro! Okay, there's one.
Oh.
Also, I just noticed that the wall hooks glitch a little bit. Okay, that's two. No! Darn it! Ah! That's garbage. Job failed. I mean, can you blame me, though? I mean, the aiming with this thing kind of stinks.
Yeah.
What the? Hey!
Hmm?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! What is this? Yes, it's very funny. Okay, quickly. Yes!
Oh,
That was way too close. That was funny, though.
Oh my. Yeah.
It seems you have pulled the wrong cards again. Did I ever tell any of you the story about the judge from last year's competition who mistakenly gave me a score other than 10?
You know, Jean Bassan, it's not a good look when you threaten your workers to give you perfect scores.
I see we're tied with only one event to go.
I don't know. It's just...
For you, I've saved my best event for the last.
I think you better rethink your work ethic.
Okay, looks easy enough. I just need to stay out of the water.
Alright, I actually kind of like this minigame. It's a little fun. All you gotta do is just stand on the logs and just wait for them to capsize. Okay. Unfortunately, I cannot, under any circumstances, use the hover pack for this because it's cheating. But wait, we're already cheating. Why should we care? Either way, we're almost done. Oop. Come on. Okay, good.
You're one lucky turtle. I'll give you that. But now, watch how a skilled log roller does it.
This is crazy. John Bison's got those judges so intimidated, there's no way he can lose.
You're right, Murray. Those guys need to go. Okay, I'm just making this up on the fly, but what if I were to lure the judges one by one into that cave? Once inside, you two will knock them out and take their clothes.
Ingenious! When all three judges have been restrained, we'll be able to don our disguises and take their place at the judges' table. Sly, you can use the alarm clock gadget to distract the judges and lure them into the cave.
That's a great plan, Sly, but you'll have to move fast. Once John Bisson finishes the log rolling event, the gig is up.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be using the alarm clock. I'm going to be using help from a little friend. All right, Tom.
Time to use
It's all
Tom
up to
again.
you. It's all up to you, Tom. Okay, so he does work. Come on.
Hey, peanuts.
Peanuts.
Oh, shut.
Look at Bentley. He definitely passes more for a goose than, say, Murray does. I did notice that I cannot spawn another Tom the Robot until the last one despawns. Totally inconspicuous, Murray.
Yeah.
Peanuts! There we go. What you're supposed to do, folks, is you're supposed to use the alarm clock gadget, but I thought it would be a lot more fun if I used Tom. I like how Sly's hat is clipping through his hat.
Incorrect scores. Wait a second. You aren't the judges I hired. It's the scrawny raccoon and his annoying friends.
Shocker.
If you want the talent, then why don't you just take them?
Ooh, ow.
Yeah.
Man, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, my aching head. Those talons really pack a punch. Sly! Murray! Wake up!
Yeah, I'm awake, but not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
Where are we? What's going on?
This looks like the sawmill control room. Bisson must have thrown us in here for interrogation later. I, for one, would like to escape before he returns.
It looks like we're pretty well sealed in here. Unless
Unless what?
you can fit through that hole.
I think I could squeeze through there. I'll drop down and try to free you guys from the outside. If there's any trouble, I'll call with this walkie-talkie. You might be able to help me with these sawmill controls.
While you guys do that, I'll try prying open that steel door. Given enough time, I might be able to make some progress.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck, Bentley. And remember to shout if I can help you from up here.
Bentley, you okay? I can't see you from in here, but I heard the fall.
I'll be fine. Just give me a moment to catch my breath.
Uh-oh.
Well now, Candy Britches. I should have figured a puny turtle like you'd find a rat hole to squirm through.
Well, I just dropped my glasses, had to come pick them up.
I ain't like you, boy. I ain't stupid. When y'all were unconscious, me and my boys paid a visit to your hideout and found all them clockwork parts.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Peggio is willing to plunk down a king's ransom for the whole lot. I even threw in the talons.
You sold all the clockwork parts?
Plot twist.
Peggio has them all?
For the first time in the Cooper Gang's history, someone stole from them.
Commerce. You turtles are too stupid to know a woodcutter from a woodchuck.
Oh, that's discrimination, dude. We do not stand for that.
I showed you just how stupid we turtles really are.
Show him, Bentley.
Sly, on my command.
I hear you.
Prepare yourself, Bisson. En garde.
Okay, Walnut. Get ready for a smushing.
Yeah, you guys gotta remember that Jean Basson's from like 150 years in the past, so it's no surprise that he's a speciesist.
Yeah.
Well, let's show him what's up, right? Okay, so let's see. Square is flames.
There you go.
And I believe the circle is for... Oh, first of all. There we go. Circle, I believe, is for the logs. But yeah, let's show him what's up. We do not tolerate discrimination in this household.
Come on in here, boys. Let's get this varmint.
Ow.
Done. 10-4.
Ow. Oh, ooh, that did a lot of damage.
Oh.
On it.
I need some health. Oh no, I'm dead.
Looks like I'm tough.
Ah.
You are clever.
I'm not done yet.
Call out which lever I should pull.
Alright. Second time, we're gonna get him second try.
Okay. There you go.
Come on in here, boys. Let's get this varmint.
Come on. Nice impression there. Oh, thank you. I've been working on my Bentley impression for years.
10-4.
Oh, jeez, I almost got crushed by that.
How's that? Done.
So yeah, as this boss fight's going on, so plot twist is that all of our clockwork parts were stolen. Now, there is a bit of a plot hole that how the heck did Jean Basson get the clockwork parts to Arpeggio, even though Arpeggio is on the way to pick up the battery? I imagine that the only way that makes sense is that he put them all on a plane and sent them to Arpeggio's blimp.
Done.
That's the only way it makes sense.
Yep.
Come out, boys. Let's get to killing.
Yeah, but it's rather unfortunate that all of our hard work and effort in the last few streams have just been taken away from us.
On it.
Everything. All of our clockwork parts are just gone.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's set them on fire.
All right.
Tarnation. I've been done in by some four-eyed turtle.
There you go.
Changed.
Take that, specious.
Blades triumph over Braun.
You tell him, Bentley.
Good job, little buddy. That was some fast thinking.
Don't forget about me.
I really do love Bentley's character development in this
Great job
game.
opening that door, Murray.
Thanks.
I also really like that besides Sly, all three members of the gang also have their own specific boss fights.
Okay, enough patting ourselves on the back. If we're going to get the clockwork parts back, we need to get onto that blimp.
Yeah, we gotta hurry.
Isn't far. If we run, we can make it.
Enough talk, let's move.
Yeah, so we quite literally have 1 minute to get to our destination. Otherwise, we miss our chance to catch up with Arpeggio.
Blimp's on its way.
Come on, come on. Thankfully, it's not very far. But man, this stinks. All of our entire work throughout the entire game has been uprooted.
Yeah.
We never even got the clockwork talents. So our only hope is to get into the Northern Light battery and hitch a ride to Arpeggio's blimp. Here we go. Chauffeurin, is this the end of the Cooper gang? Well, clearly not, because there's a third game.
As we shut ourselves into the Northern Light battery, it became black. For a few long minutes, we just sat there in darkness. No one dared to talk for fear that Jean Bisson's men might discover where we were hiding. Time seemed to have stopped. And then, we felt it. We were being lifted up to Arpeggio's blimp. It was all so strange. The focus of all our schemes had been stolen from us. Our clockwork parts were gone. Looking around the inside of the battery, I knew we all felt it. Failure. I was twitchy and ready for action. Any action. Bentley tried to make some sense of the situation by drawing up meaningless plans. But Murray took it the worst. He just sat there sobbing while the team van floated away over the horizon. That van was his life. I knew I'd have to find a way to make it up to him.
Yeah, that's the bummer about getting into this battery, is that you had to leave the Cooper van behind. And who knows when we'll ever recover it. But look at that, guys. It would seem that Clockwork might very well come back. But of course, we're not going to be doing the next episode today. Rather, I imagine we're either going to do the final stream either tomorrow or Monday, depending on how things go. But before we go, I think there are a few trophies I'd like to try and get. Let me see what I have left. So, I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of glad that chapter is over with, because if it wasn't for the chat keeping me company during this chapter, I probably would have been bored out of my mind. Okay, what's next? So... Okay, so I won't be able to complete those trophies until later. Wizard of Chaos. Okay, so let's head to Chapter 4. We gotta be Bentley. Alright, so this one should be a pretty simple trophy. Oh, fun fact also, this is the only chapter in the entire game where you can't select Murray to play as from the hideout.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the requirements are, we need a snooze bomb, which I believe we already have, so that is R2. We need a snooze bomb, reduction bomb, which I'm going to put on L1. And then we need the health extractor, which I'm going to put on L2. Perfect. So all we need to do is find one guard. This should actually be a very simple, trophy. Oh. I'm gonna have to put this guy to sleep, because I can't have him ruining anything for me. There we go. Hopefully that gets it. Trophy earned, Wizard of Chaos. Ha!
Nice.
That's actually, that one was actually kind of fun. Alright, what's next? Won't be able to get that one. Attack of the Giant Bentley. As Bentley, shrink 4 guards at once. Ooh, so that might be a little tricky, but, I have an idea where we can do that. I think we need to go to Chapter 5. Let's see, was it Chapter 5? Let me think about that, actually. You need to shrink 4 guards at once. Yeah, let's try it. Oh, wait, no. Actually, no, I have a better idea. Not Chapter 5. Let's actually go to Chapter 2. Because I think I know exactly where I can go to get 4 enemies together. We're gonna go to the guest house in Chapter 2. There is one of the apartments where there's exactly 4 enemies. And if I can get them all together, then I think we can get it. So let's see. I'm gonna put the snooze bomb on L1. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It has to be a shrink bomb. Never mind. I need to put reduction bomb. There we go. Alright. Got another call from a robocaller. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just checking something real quick. Uh-oh. There we go. Alrighty, so one of these apartments, it's not that one, but one of these apartments has exactly 4 enemies in it. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of these flashlight guards in the hallways. That way they don't come barreling in, ready to attack me. It's not this one, is it? No. But I may as well take care of you too in case you come barreling in as well. Leave that. Okay. Is it in here? No, it's not. I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one. Oh, darn it. We'll try again. Oh, darn it. I think I should just let myself die so I can respawn. Yeah, I'll try again. Does this one. Guys, I'm over here. Oh, come on. Oh, wait, actually, you know what? Actually, I have an idea. I could come this way. Come back out. There. There. I think this is good. Oh, darn it, that's 3. Okay, this will work. Come on. There, I think this is good. Darn it! Come on. I'm screwing this up. I forget that I don't need to be far away from the bomb because the bomb won't hurt me, I don't think. But I promise this will be the last thing we do today. Oh, this is good. What? Oh. Man, this is just...
Oh,
this is
what
crazy.
the hell? How did he...
he was just outside the radius. Okay, I'm gonna need a health extractor. I need some health, so L2. What? It's not working. Oh, what do you mean it's not working?
I think because you're out of stamina.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about this type of trophy. Okay, come on. Sorry, folks, I'm just trying to get some health. I might actually need the, You know, I'm actually thinking that I might need the gadget from the final chapter in order to get this one. Because I do need the reduction bomb, but I think the final gadget in the next chapter will help me with getting the enemies exactly where I need them to be. Ha! But if I can try and get this done, like, now, that'd be fantastic. Come on. Get me up there. Why aren't I getting up there? I need the, hover pack. Alright. Come on. What? Okay, you know what? Oh, come on. Come on. This one's actually a little tough. But yeah, I might need to come back later with the... Alright, come on. Oh! I got it! Attack of the Giant Bentley. Nice. Alright, folks, well, we are... Actually, I think that's the only trophy I can get now. So... Oh, ooh, ooh. I think what we're going to do is we're going to call it a day as soon as we get back to the hideout. And what better way to do that than with the adrenaline burst? Oh wait, I shouldn't have come this way. Not now, Snake. Okay. So we're gonna exit to the episode menu. And then we're gonna double check the trophies and see if there's literally nothing else I can do. Let's see here. What's left? So there's 2 more in the next chapter. And okay, well, I think we're actually all good to go because there's only 4 trophies left before the platinum. And we won't be able to get any of those trophies until the next chapter. Okay, well, I gotta go. I have to do some things. But before we do that, we're gonna wrap up the stream. Man, thanks for such an awesome stream today, folks. You guys kept me pretty engaged. You guys kept me involved in some pretty good conversations. And I'm sorry that it took me a lot longer than I was expecting to finish this chapter, because this was a pretty long chapter, but the next time that we meet for Sly 2 Band of Thieves, it will be the conclusion of the game, and we'll be starting Chapter 8, Anatomy for Disaster. Draco, is there anything you'd like to say before we go?
I'd say thank you again for having me again, and I can't wait for be part of the finale.
I'm glad I was able to catch a stream. You're always more than welcome here, Umber Bear. Anyways, this is where we'll call it a night, folks. So, to those of you who tuned in to watch, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time for the finale of Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.
See ya.